Don't they know it? You fool, you're asking me? Go and ask your little ones. They're suckling at home. They should be able to tell you that. Wasting my time? Don't you know? For 40 years you're coming and making salat behind me and you don't know the kalima. You're asking me what is the kalima? No? Sure, he'll retort like that. You blame him for that? 40 years you're doing salat behind him, doing muqtadi, you are a muqtadi, following him in his salat, and now you can ask him, Mawli Sahab, what is the kalima? What kind of a fool are you? This learned man, the Bible says he's a scribe, a learned man. He goes to Jesus and says, what is the first commandment? I'm asking, why did he ask that? Ask the Christian, why would a learned man go to another learned man and ask him the simplest of questions which any Jewish child could have answered 2,000 years ago? Any Jewish child. Our children also, little ones, should be able to read the kalima, no? Then why would you go to an alim, allama, Sheikh al-Azhar, and go and ask him, Ya Sheikh, what is the kalima? Huh? He said, are you mad? Are you Muslim? Why did this learned man ask Jesus such a question? They say, oh, he was testing him. I said, what? Did he lose his memory? Has he got any reason to think that Hazrat Isa alayhi salam lost his memory? He's testing him whether he still remembers what he learned in childhood as a baby. It can't be. But I said, you see, if you want to test him, means try him out. You want to make a fool of him, he will not allow you to do that. This is the record in the Bible. He will not allow anybody to make a fool of him. If you try to catch him out, he will catch you out. You want to make a fool of him, he will make a fool of you. Here, in this book, in the Bible. I said, you see, the Jews, they came to Jesus. We read again and again, they come to him, asking him questions, actually riddles, poses, trying to catch him out, make a fool of him. They come to him, they say, Master, in Hebrew, Rabbi, Maulana Sahib, Maulvi Sahib, Maulana Sahib, Ya Sheikh, must we pay tribute to Caesar or not? Meaning, must we pay taxes or not to the government? This was not a question. The man was trying to catch him out, wanted to get him embroiled. You see, if he said, you must pay your taxes to the government, they look after you. There's a police force looking after you, guarding you. They're improving the roads for you. So many things, protection they give you. You must pay taxes. This thing doesn't run on fresh air. Governments don't run on fresh air. You must pay your taxes. What is due to the government, give it to them. Now, if he said that, they would tell the other Jews that this is not the Messiah we're waiting for. Messiah, he was to liberate us from the Roman rule. And this man is telling us to pay taxes. He's a stooge of the government. You're going to follow a man like that? No good. Reject him. If he said, don't pay, they won't pay. So when he caught, he said, look, our Messiah says don't pay. So he gets into conflict with the government. Either way he loses. Heads I win, tails you lose. He's between the devil and the deep. What is he going to do? You see, he's being caught out. It's not a question. The man is not seeking information. He wants to make a fool of him. Either way, if you say pay, then you're not our Messiah. You're not the Messiah we're waiting for. If you say don't pay, they don't pay. Get into trouble with the government, this is our leader is telling us not to pay. So he gets into conflict with the government. Either way, he loses. So Jesus beautifully gets out of the trouble, difficulty. So he said, where is the tribute money, tax money, where? So they show him a coin. I got this from South Africa. They show him a coin. He said, whose inscription is this? Whose picture is this? He said, Caesar's, the ruler of the time. So he said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. What belongs to the guy, give it to him. Is his picture, give it to him. So he gets out of the difficulty. He didn't answer the question. He's getting out of the difficulty. You try that on me. I might also try and see if there is some way. I can also do the same. It's allowed. I'll be following his sunnah of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. Get out of the difficulty. They come to him again. This is in the Bible, we read. This time they bring a woman with them, a woman. And they bring this woman, and there's a master, again, Maulana Sahib, Sheikh Sahib. This woman, we caught her in the act of adultery, zina. She was doing zina and we caught her. Where is the man? Surely, if they caught her with doing zina, the man must be there to do zina. But no, the man is not there, he's free. Only the woman. Imagine, they get only the woman. If you caught her in the act, doing the thing, then surely you catch the man and the woman. He said, no. The man can go free. He's the woman. What must we do to her? Again, they put him into a dilemma. They don't want to seek information. They want to catch him out. So, what must we do to her? Now, if he said stone her, because according to the book of Leviticus, that is Genesis, Exodus, the third book of the Bible, the adulterer and the adulteress, man and woman, both, the zanis, must be stoned to death, according to the Holy Bible. So if he said stone her to death, they would stone her to death, kill her. And adultery was not a capital crime in the Roman Empire. And nor is it a capital crime in any Christian nation on earth. It is not even a crime to commit adultery. Do you know that? Adultery is no crime in any Christian nation on earth. Adultery is no crime. In my country is no crime. But immorality. Immorality means if you go and cohabit with a white woman, you can go to jail. A white man going with a black woman, he can go to jail. But white man and white woman commit adultery, halal. Black man and black woman, halal, jais. No Christian nation on earth, mark my words, there's not a Christian nation on earth where adultery, zina, is a crime. Starting from Rome. They didn't have it as a crime, so now they want to know from Jesus, what must we do with this woman? If he says stone her, they'll stone her, kill her. And it's a crime to kill a person. It's not because it's not breaking the law. So they said, why did you kill this woman? He said, our Messiah says so, our Messiah, Masih. So he's in trouble with the government. We are ruling. The Romans say, where you come from, you Jew? You are a subject people, you're having your own way, they'll hang him. So he gets caught. If he says, let her go, then this is not a man of God, because God tells us in his book, in the Torah, that the adulterer and the adulteress must be stoned to death, and he says he's the man of God, and he says let her go, so he's not the Messiah we were waiting for. Either way he loses. Heads I win, tails you lose. Either way he loses. What is he to do? So they're trying to catch him out. He's a clever man, very clever. He won't allow anybody to make a fool of him. So he says, let him who is free from sin cast the first stone. Those who has committed no sin, let him start stoning this woman. And so saying, he started scribbling in the sand. He sat down on the ground and started scribbling. And it's natural tendency in man. If somebody is doing something, you want to know what he's doing. No? You want to know, what is he writing? My theory, I'm asking for the Christians to contradict me. I said, my theory is he was writing combinations of names. He's writing. The guy who was watching over his shoulder, is a Joseph, for example. So there is Joseph and Mary. That guy gets the message that I am Joseph, I committed adultery with Mary. Another one. The guy is looking over his shoulder, John. Says John and Elizabeth. And John committed adultery with Elizabeth. So that's me. Out he goes. One by one, by prophetic knowledge or by coincidence, he's scribbling combinations, one by one. That's me, that's me, that's me. Everybody is gone. So he looks up.